Today, Singapore is known absolutely as an economy of service. So it's financial service, legal service, medical service, convention service, educational service, hospitality service, logistics, supply chain, research, it's all service. But when I came here and they said, we want your help to move this nation up the service level, create more value. I said, what do you mean by service? And I could ask 100 people and I'd get 100 slightly different answers. And I realized as an educator who comes from a family of educators that it's going to be very difficult to educate a nation if we can't all agree, what do we mean by service? So I ended up writing the definition that service is taking action to create value for someone else. And the moment people in business hear this, they go, yep, that makes sense. That's what every department is doing, taking action to create value. That's what our business is doing, taking action to create value. That's what leaders need to do with their team, take action to create value. That's how it works. And then I develop tools, and you've seen them, the principles, the worksheets, the lessons, to help organizations teach this to everybody so they can get a grip on how good or bad is the service I provide, what new step can I take to create more value, and that led to the definition of uplifting service, which is taking the next action to create more value for someone else. But as I got into that more and more deeply, what would be the next action to create more value for a customer, for a colleague, for a family member, for a neighbor, for someone else in the community, for a supplier, for a distributor, for a friend? That it wasn't just someone else. That as you started thinking about what would be valuable for them, and you started being creative about what next action you could take that would create that more value, then you started to actually not just look for a value exchange, but actually taking better care of the person that you were taking the action for. And so I revised the definition to uplifting service is taking the next action to create more value for someone you care about. Now think of how that would apply in banking, for example, with a customer that has an entire life cycle where you want to retain that customer throughout their entire life, or in medicine, or in government service where you want people to flourish within your community. So then I started looking, Oscar, at the word care. And I found the same situation. If I asked 100 people, what is care? I got 100 slightly different answers. And for an educator who comes from a family of educators, I realized that wasn't going to work. It took me about 5 years to write this one, but I'm pretty confident with it now. It goes like this. Care is concern for and commitment to future well-being. So if you think about your kids or your community or the environment or your business or your health, yes, you're concerned about your well-being now, but not just now and then into the future. And if you say care is just concern for, well, that's where you get the, oh, I really care about you, but no action? So then I say, no. Care is concern for and commitment to the well-being of, fill in the blank, whomever it is, whatever it is that you care about. Thanks for watching this video. Your dedication to serving better and caring more makes the world a better place for everyone. For more uplifting ideas, practical insights, and free resources, please subscribe now.